Welcome to pint-sized ashes of the Boxing Day test in Melbourne, where Australia have won the toss and will bat.
A magnificent scene here at the MCG. The crowd is filling up. It will be an amazing occasion, always one of the great moments in the sporting calendar.
Broad bowling, and Warner comes forward and pushes that down the ground, and it's gone for four.
Anderson pitches up and he's driven for four. Warner got a bit of width and it hit the middle of this chunk of a trunk of a tree that he has in his hands.
Wokes over the wicket against the left-handed Warner, and he pulls at this one, and that will be four at the 50 for Warner. And David Warner is looking a little ominous.
Christmas pudding was dessert from the Christmas table, and then we played dog bingo. Have you ever played dog bingo?
No, I mean, I've played boycott bingo. It's a cracking game.
Mowing in. Warner goes over the top, high and handsome for six. This could be a very ugly day for England. Wokes is in again, bowls to Bancroft. He's hit on the pad, RBW. The finger goes up. Bancroft walks, no review. England have a wicket on the Boxing Day test. Finally.
Warner has the strike on 99. Back and pulls the ball away. Out. And Warner has been dismissed quite extraordinarily here. So they're just checking on the front foot. And it's a no ball. The most amazing reprieve. Warner was disconsolate, but now he's back. He tries again. Curran has him back and he gets the run. He's fist pumping. He's taking off his helmet. And he's jumping with delight.
Anderson again round the wicket. Edged, gone! Anderson has his man. Warner tucks his ball under his arm. Wokes in, bowls. Pull shot from Khawaja. He looks dopey and all over the place at the moment, Khawaja.
Looks like he's come from out of the sleeping bag.
Broad bowls, and there's Edge, he's got a wicket. Broad has got a wicket. Khawaja's out. The long wait is over for Stuart Broad.
69 overs and 219 runs between wickets.
Marsh takes guard, Broad bowls to, he's struck on the patch out for LBW first ball. Broad beseeching the umpire to give it out. He is not doing so. So what do England do now? They've reviewed it immediately. Right, here we go.
Umpires call on the wickets.
Broad walks back to his mark, shaking his head. Curran moves in once more to bowl to Smith. Short outside the off stump, forced away down towards the third man area. That will go before, disappears into the shadows.
Milan in again, quicker ball, driven, and there's the run that brings up a half century. Another half century to Steve Smith on this ground.
The close of the first day at the MCG, and the score is 244 for 3. Australia's day. Welcome to Pint-Size Ashes, with Australia batting on the second day of the Melbourne Test.
Anderson in, bowls to Smith. Lovely shot off his toes and get four for that.
That rendition of Advanced Australia Fair was by Richie Bennett.
Curran in, bowls to Smith. Another. Got him! Dragged on! Smith makes a mistake for what's the first time in what seems like an eternity, and he walks off. He can't believe it either.
He wants David Warner as your first test wicket when you can have the world's #1 Steve Smith.
Wokes goes in and bowls a shot. That's he's bowled! He's chopped it on! And again, the ball has tailed off the pitch a bit, and Mitch Marsh is out for 9.
And here goes Moen into bowled. Marsh dabs his away, and there is his half-century. Controversial selection, but quietly he's done very well indeed.
But apparently yesterday somebody poured their beer into their shoe and started drinking it. He was kicked out of the ground. Someone was drinking a beer from a Darth Vader helmet. He was kicked out of the ground. It's Christmas.
The world's gone mad.
But drink your own foot sweat, then so be it.
Broad in again, struck on the pad, he turns and appeals. Broad, both arms are in the air waving, no response. They're going for it.
Lane in back and lane and wickets.
Wow! And Sean Marsh has gone for 61.
Anderson in now, bowl, another drag on, a third for the morning. The under edge there from Tim Payne. Broad, confidence up, knees pumping bowls. And there's a big appeal for LBW, given, and he's walked off. Jackson Bird.
Cummings on strike, and he drives, he's caught at slip. He's caught at slip by Cook, a fourth for Broad. Anderson goes in, and bowls to line struck on the pad, shout for LBW. Given out. Australia all out for 327.
That was an absolutely brilliant session this morning from England. Now they've bounced back, they've cleaned it up.
Hazelwood in. Oh, Stoneman saw something. It was actually a butterfly. It was in a horrible position at the eye line.
These Aussies, they'll try anything. Undercover butterflies.
Yeah. Government-led.
Bird bowls to Cook, who chops that away for 4. And Cook is playing nicely here.
Stoneman using his feet in. Lyon's taken a brilliant one-handed catch. How about that? is out for 15.
Hazelwood bowls, struck on the patch, shout for LBW out.
Did he hit that?
It doesn't look as though he hit it, and so Vince is on his way. Well, now this is interesting, which is a little hot spot, and he didn't review it.
Cummins in now, he clipped off his toes by Cook. That's his half century. He'll be a forward to bring it up. Well played, Alistair Cook.
Mitch Marsh pitches up, and it's edge, and he's dropped at slip. Cook was put down by Smith.
Cook pushes that for one. That is the 100 partnership raised between these two. There are 3 balls left in the day's play. Cook is 99 not out. Smith bowls a short ball. He pulls it away. There it is. And that is a triumph for Alistair Cook. 100 in the last over of the day. End of the day, England are 192 for 2. Welcome to Pint-Sized Ashes on the 3rd day of the 4th test with England's captains past and present at the crease. This is Bird. Bowls to Root, dabs it away, and he's through to a half century.
Cummins bowls short, that's pulled away, it's in the air, he's going to be caught by a line, he's out! A Cummins bouncer, carelessly played by Root, he's kicking at the traces as he goes off.
He didn't quite expect it, even though the trap had been set. Really, you get yourself out on this wicket.
Hazelwood in, Milan is hit on the pad, big appeal for LBW, gone! Milan half forward, banged into the knee roll from round the wicket. There's a hot spot on the inside edge.
Do batsmen not know if they've hit it these days? I'd be asking Alistair Cook if he can get his ears checked. If that's a second one, they've both gone down, had a chat to Alistair, and he said, nah, off you go.
Jackson Bird. Cook drives, that's a nice shot. The drive down the ground, clinical shot.
Lyon gets into his delivery stride. Just dragged down, the edge behind. Wow, Nathan Lyon has got Johnny Bairstow for 22, the thin edge. Around the wicket goes Lyon. Moeen. And he's launched it down the ground. He's gone so high. Has he got enough on it though? Cummins is getting underneath it. He's 6. Lyon a little quicker now. Cornet, short extra cover. Our short-lived innings from Moeen. And Lyon has taken his wicket again in this series.
Now they're swinging the ball away off the top edge. His 150 comes up. Yet another 150 for Alistair Cook. Cummins, full of fury here, moves towards Cook. And Cook gets the short ball and pulls it away. He's dropped.
Twice Steve Smith has dropped Alistair Cook now.
Pull shot from Wokes. England have levelled the scores.
Chris Wokes, Cummings bowls short to him, and is that out? It is. Caught behind, lobbed up in the air to Tim Payne off the glove.
Hazelwood in, and Curran. Does he edge it? There was a noise. Australia will review it. There is a slight edge. Curran has to go.
Bird goes into bowl. Cook comes forward, drives down the ground. There it is. Lovely shot as well to bring up the double 100. Huge roar from the England supporters here. A double 100 for Alistair Cook at the MCG.
He's an amazing guy, always in control, ultimate professional.
Here's Broad on 48. Backing away, but he's pulling well in front of square. He's connected well. Broad gets an Ashes 50. He's played in such good partnership with Alistair Cook. Really damaging partnership. Here is Cummins again. This one's gone high in the air. Diving catch, taken. Brilliant, coming running forward. Osman Khawaja.
England walk off on 491 for 9. Alistair Cook, a magnificent day's batting, rolling back the years. Welcome to Pint-Sized TMS on the 4th day of the 4th test, with England looking to add to their 164-run first innings lead. Here's the first ball of the day. Anderson gets a short ball, and as he caught a short leg, Anderson's walking, it's all over. Alistair Cook carries his bat, 244, England 491, all out. Bancroft faces Curran, drills it back past the bowler for 4. Very well struck by Bancroft. Here goes Wokes bowling to Bancroft, and Bancroft's bowled! Middle stump knocked back inside edge. England have their first breakthrough.
Well, there we go again, England bowling for the Dragon. The 4th time that we've seen an Australian get the inside edge.
I heard a comment the other day, there was more Dragons in this game than the Game of Thrones, so...
Anderson round the wicket, bowls to Khawaja, who edges and is gone. Superb delivery, James Anderson. Khawaja fenced at it outside off stump. Hint of reverse from Anderson.
There's been a still on television which looks incriminating.
Looks to me that Jimmy Anderson's tried to forcefully with his thumb push down a flap on the shiny side of the quarter seam. Now, if it had been the other way round and he's playing with the rough side where there are a few scuff marks and you get your thumb in, well, I think you have a problem.
From the footage I saw, you can't make out that he's he's doing anything wrong.
The umpires were clearly in conversation with Joe Root, Stuart Broad, Jimmy Anderson. There was nothing reported.
Around the wicket to the left-hander, off the hip, Warner up and over the top of mid-wicket, and that's 4, and a long-awaited boundary.
There's that stupid duck again. I don't know how they let that bloke get away with it. It goes all day.
Been an arm wrestle since lunch, in striving for that third breakthrough, break the partnership between Australia's 2 best batsmen.
If they're off, the rain has got a bit heavier.
Very frustrating. Stephen Smith walking very briskly towards the dressing room. It's just been sufficiently persistent to bring about the close of play here at the MCG. Australia 61 runs behind, still 103 for 2.
Welcome to Pint-Size Ashes on the final day of the 4th Test, with England needing 8 more Australian wickets as they pushed for victory.
Smith taps his bat against the ground. Anderson is in outside the off stump. Oh, bending at it a touch. And the ball went past the bat.
Certainly went fishing outside the off stump.
He had the rod out, didn't he, in the long line. Works in again outside the off stump. Warner cutting into the ground. Comes back for the second. He brings up a 50, his slowest Test 50. David Warner has adapted his game. Malan around the wicket, then to the right-handed Smith. Oh, he's chopped to that. Well, that was one of his extraordinary shots, hacking down a tree with an axe. Roots around the wicket again to Warner. Oh, he's gone back down the top, big top edge, flying towards cover. And the catch is taken. Joe Root, the captain, brings himself on. Dismisses David Warner half an hour before lunch on this final day.
Broad bowls short, guided away by Smith, and there's his half-century. Hugely disciplined innings from Steve Smith. Raised his bat. Broad bowls edge and caught by Bairstow. Marsh is gone, and England have picked up 2 wickets. They're still in with a chance.
Mitch Marsh waits another run, and the 200 comes up for Australia. It's taken them a long while to get there, but they're in occupation.
Very difficult to dislodge anyone on this, so he's digging up.
He does.
Anderson is in. Bowls and it's an edge through the slip cord. Frustration for Anderson, for England. The draw now looking increasingly likely. Malan in, and Smith cuts and gets his 100. Stephen Smith, well batted today. This match, all series, story of the winter for England. Bowling into the middle of Stephen Smith's bat.
They're shaking hands on a draw. The end of the game, match drawn, no whitewash. The winner of this Test match, the MCG pitch.